As an ICU nurse here in Skagit County, I've seen firsthand how critical Medicaid coverage is for patients who otherwise wouldn't get timely or adequate access to medical care. The recent CBO report projects millions to lose coverage under the Republicans' proposed Medicaid cuts in order to pay for trillions in tax cuts for the ultra-wealthy. What will you do to protect access to care for vulnerable communities in our state if these proposals move forward?
Thank you so much. First, I'm gonna do what I can, anything and all that I can. The Republican proposal that came out today will result in, according to the Congressional Budget Office, I'm making the numbers up, these are numbers that we have to use in Congress, and it's called the CBO. 13.7 million people will lose access to health care as they get it through Medicaid. And that, I think that one way to explain this so that you take this more personally is that no one really brags about their health care plan. I certainly don't. Certainly have a better one than some, but it's also not as good as others. But I don't talk about my health care plan. I don't know anyone who talks about their health care plan, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. But also, if you're on Medicaid, I can almost guarantee people don't. You're not telling your friends if you have a Medicaid health care plan. But 60% of the kids that were born in Skagit County in 2023, 60%, born in 2023 in Skagit County, were born into a family that used Medicaid as a primary health care. 60. It's 50% in Whatcom. It's about 40% statewide. So you don't have to play more than the game of 2 degrees of Kevin Bacon to know someone, or know someone who knows someone who's a friend, a neighbor, who is using Medicaid as a primary health care. And it's not just for a family, just to have health care. I met with ARC of Snohomish County, talking to parents and their kids who, a lot of them are on the spectrum, some of them extremely on the spectrum. And these families rely on home health care, home care providers to come in a couple hours a day to provide sometimes so that mom and dad, brothers and sisters can have a break from providing direct care to that daughter, son, or brother and sister because they need it. That's paid for through Medicaid. That's paid for through Medicaid. So again, it's not just a health care plan to go to the doctor. It isn't just that. It goes deeper into our communities that you may not even be aware of right now. But when 13.7 million people end up losing health care because of this draconian budget, I assure you, you will find out from your neighbors, from your friends, from friend to friend. So I just wanted to underscore the question from the nurse because it really is, we need to think about this stuff personally. And not to mention the fact where they're going to go otherwise. They'll go to the ER. They'll go to Skagit. They'll go to Skagit Valley. They'll go to Highland. They'll go to Peace Health. And you all pay for it because they'll be in the ER. They have to be accepted, and that money gets that difference in what they're getting paid will be paid for by you eventually. So that's where we're headed if this goes through. So what can we do? Right now we're fighting it. You're trying to emphasize in every district throughout the country what this will mean. So you do have a group of Republicans who are getting the message at home that this is a huge problem for them politically because they're going to be cutting health care for the people they represent. And they don't want to do that. So we'll see what happens, but we have to keep talking about it, keep coming with the facts, keep explaining what's going to happen. In rural areas, I have urban, I have suburban, I have rural, but they're really rural areas. I know a member who represents 69 counties in Kansas. Right? That's a rural area. I assure you. Rural hospitals are going to close. Healthcare is going to disappear. People are going to travel hundreds of miles rather than tens of miles to get their healthcare if this happens. So it's a serious problem, and people at home need to be communicating to their members what the challenge is going to be. So watch this space this week. There'll be a debate on the Energy and Commerce Committee. It's called ENC, but Energy and Commerce Committee. That's what this debate is taking place on Medicaid. The Ways and Means Committee this week will be debating the tax cut package. a $4.5 trillion tax cut when they're only envisioning about $1.5 trillion in spending reductions, which they're going to use to pay for the tax cut. And if history is a guide, as the 2017 tax cut is a guide, where 83% of the tax benefit went to 1% of the taxpayers in this country. So you might get a little bit, but they say about $2,200 for the average American. Well, if it's $3 for you and 1 gajillion for Elon Musk, that averages to $2,200. And so you're not getting a deal, and that's what the distribution of this thing is going to be if we don't fight it.